Hello everyone, I'm in the person of Abdullah Amos, and I would like to take you through how to calculate for the reduced level of points when given a question. Before I begin, we have two types. That's the collimation system and the rise and fall system. So I'd like to take you through the collimation system before I go on with the rise and fall method. So before I start, as I said earlier, we have to note some points before I start. When I write BS, it means back side. FS, forward side. IS, inter. Mediate side. So the back side is the first reading, is the first half reading, and the fourth side is also the last side. So to continue with this, I would like us to solve a question on that so you get the concept very well. So the question is, the following consecutive readings were taken with 11 instruments, where so the values were 1.05, 1.75, 1.20, 0.75, 3.50, 3.21, 3.82, 3.25, and the last one is 3.92. The position of the instrument was changed after the third and sixth readings. The reduced level of the first point is 300 meters. Make up a double book and calculate the reducing level of the points using collimation system. So from these values that were given in the question, you can see that 1.35 is a back side or it's a back reading because it's the first reading of the staff. And always the last reading is the foresight, since it's the last reading of the staff. And the first reading is always the back side because it's the first reading of the site. So I indicate it's a and again with the question, it says the instrument was changed after the third and sixth reading. So after the third reading, which is 1.2, the instrument was changed. So the third reading will be your foresight, and the next reading will be your backside. Whenever there is a change of instruments, that value where it was changed will be your foresight, and the next value will be your backside. So the instrument was changed after the third and fourth sick. So the last one is the sick. So you have a foresight here and a backside also there. So after this, your work becomes easier. So in between a backside and a foresight is what? The intermediate side. So in between a backside and a foresight is what? The intermediate side. In between a backside and a foresight is what? The intermediate side. So after this, my work becomes easier for me. Then you go on to draw the table. And in drawing the table, your first column is supposed to be what? Your backside The next one is the intermediate. The next one is what the foresight, the height of collimation, and the last one is what your reduced level. So from what we just did, we could see that the 1.35, which was the first reading, is for the backside. So I'll write it here. 1.35. And the next reading was the intermediate, which was 1.75. Followed by the next reading, which was 1.0. So from the question, we saw that after the third reading, it was changed. The instrument was changed. So the next value, which is your backside, will be on the same lane as the
start.
So after the 1.2, that's the third reading, we saw that the instrument was changed, and the next value after the 1.2 is 0.5, and it's what a backside, and it's supposed to be on the same lane as the third reading. So here will be 0.7.5. Let me go over that again. Since the instrument was changed after the third reading, that's 1.2. Your next reading will be your backside, and that backside is supposed to be on the same lane as the 1.20. So our next value was 3.5, which was the intermediate. 3.50. Followed by 3.2 watts. Here we could also see that after the sixth reading, the instrument was changed, and the next value after the instrument was changed was 3.82, which is the backside, and it's supposed to be on the same lane with what's the foresight. So here will be 3.8. Our next reading was an intermediate, which was 3.25, and the last reading was 3.42, and the reduced level in the question was given to be 300 meters. So with this, we can find the reduced level of each point and the height of collimation. So to find the height of collimation, you have to add the reduced level plus the backside. So in order for you to get the height of collimation, you add this plus the backside. So for the first height of collimation, it will be 1.35 plus 300.00, which will give you 301.35. So after finding the first height of collimation, you have to find the rest of the reduced levels, and with that you have to find it by subtracting 1.75 from 301.35 to get the reduced level. So to find it by subtracting 1.75 from 301.35 to get what the reduced level. So from here, 301.35 minus 1.75 will give you 299.60. So 1.75 minus 301.35 minus 1.75 will give you what? 299.60. So with the next one, I will subtract 1.20 from 301.35 to get the next reduced what level. I hope you get it. So if I say the next reduced level, bet 1.20 every 301.35 to get my next reduced level. And with that, 301.35 minus 1.20.
Master.
So 301.35 minus 1.20 will give you 301. 300.15. So subtracting 1.20 from 301.35 will give me 300.15. But from here, we could see that there was a change of what instruments after the third reading. So to find the height of collimation after the instrument was changed, I'll add the reduced level plus what? The 0.75. I'll add the reduced level of this plus 0.75. I'll not add the reduced level of this plus this because they are not on the same way. So I'll add the backside to the corresponding reduced level, which is 300.15. So 0.75 plus 300.15 will give you 300.090. So I have my next height of collimation to be 300.90. So in order to find the next reduced level, I have to subtract this from our new height of collimation. So it will be 300.90 minus what? 3.50, which is going to give me 297.40. 297.40 to get my next reduced level. For the reduced level of this, I will have to subtract 3.21 from what? 300.90. This is a reduced level of distance of this linear. I have to subtract 3.21 from what? 300.90, which will give me 297.69. Which should give me 297.69. But from here, you could see that the instrument was changed again. So there was something and say I have to add the backside plus the corresponding reduced level to get the height of collimation. From what you are doing here, you can see that after every change of instrument, you have to get a new height of collimation. So 3.82 plus 297.69 is going to give you 301. You have to get a new height of collimation. So 3.82 plus 297.69 is going to give you 301.51. So that's our next height of collimation. So in order to find the next reduced level, I have to subtract this 3.25 minus our new height of collimation, which will give me 298.26. 298.26. And with the last one, I have to subtract 3.42 from 301.51 to get my last reduced level, which will give me 298. 0.09. So this is how the collimation system is done.